In the race to hit numbers, it's easy to lose sight that communicating with audiences, whether that's thought leadership, marketing, sales, or even internal communication, is at its core a human to human activity. When communication is wholly owned by technology, that could be thoughtless automation or fully AI generated content. The result is what researchers call the replicant effect. The replicant effect was defined in 2020 by Hancock et al. And it reveals that in a system that mixes human and AI generated content, the trustworthiness of writing perceived to have possibly been written by AI will decline. Let's pause on the word perceived there for a moment. It doesn't matter whether the writing was actually written by a bot or not. If the audience thinks there's a chance that it might have been, their trust erodes. And when people don't trust your writing, they don't trust you, and they certainly don't trust your message. This doesn't mean that AI is inherently bad. AI has its place, and it has legitimate uses. For example, grammar checking, brainstorming, literal, not nuanced translation, data analysis, and data transformation all come to mind. But there's a very real cost when it comes to using AI for writing. It undermines the audience's trust. What you might be surprised to learn is that this decline in trust due to technology's increasing role in writing isn't new. The Hancock study I referenced just a second ago first introduced the concept of the replicant effect in 2020. That's years before ChatGPT became a household name. People act like generative AI has completely upended the world of communication. But the truth is, technology has been slowly affecting how we communicate for years. We aren't in the middle of a sudden crisis in communication. Rather, we're nearing the end of a long, slow decline. And I'm not someone who claims to know what the future holds. I'm not a futurist. I'm not going to give you any predictions about where AI is going, but I can tell you what I see today. People are actively seeking clear, creative, interesting, and most importantly, trustworthy communication. They're unsubscribing from traditional news sources and flocking to platforms like Substack, where they feel more connected to real human voices. They're tuning out the replicants. This shift should tell us something. As AI generated content becomes more common, there will be a growing premium on human authenticity in writing. Audiences will continue to gravitate toward content that feels genuine and not mass produced by machines. Audiences will seek content with soul. As we move forward, the challenge for writers and communicators of all stripes will be to embrace the efficiencies of AI where it makes sense to, but never to lose sight of the human element that fosters trust. Because ultimately, it's the human touch that sets us apart from the replicants.